You have not experienced true trauma unless you have been sent to a wilderness boys camp. And I'm about to tell you exactly why. So imagine being 14 years old and you talk back to your parents a couple times. So they send you to Arizona at a large wilderness program where you are with about 10 other boys, except they're not 14 either. They're 17, some were 18. Anyway, you get sent there. You're required to hike around 10 miles per day around the Arizona desert. And my first week there, they weren't too fond of me. I was young. I was a little slower, definitely not as strong as they were. And I think one of them really disliked me. And this man's name was Satchel. Satchel was this buff dude from Atlanta, Georgia. And he won state for the wrestling tournament, like in their top division in high school. Anyway, this guy was yoked. But him and a couple others weren't too fond of me. And I'll just cut straight to the chase. One night, we were really hungry. The sun was going down because we just hiked all day. And I decided to cook up some nice mashed potatoes. And they were pre-cooked, so all I had to do was just warm them up, put them over the fire on one of my pots. And you can't forget that I made the fire out of wood and a little string. And you go back and forth until smoke shows up. And then boom, you have fire. Anyway, I put it on the pot. And I go and, take a piss in the woods, dig a 3-foot hole or a 3-inch hole and poop in there and then cover it up, with dirt. And while I was taking about 5 minutes to do so, Satchel decided to take my cup into his own woods and literally put his big wood in my cup. But not just the wood, but the sap inside of the wood. He jizzed in my food. And how did I know this? Because I came back from my number 2 and I took the cup and I put the food in my mouth and everyone started laughing really hard. And so I knew something was up and my 14-year-old self spit his sap out of my mouth. And I asked, what was that? Anyway, the counselors, they concurred and everyone kind of snitched on Satchel. Next morning, four patrol officers drive out into the desert, pick up Satchel, put him in cuffs, and we never see Satchel again.